Are you over 65 and doing this the moment you wake up? You could be tripling your stroke risk without even knowing it. In the next few minutes, you'll discover the dangerous morning habit that's silently damaging your brain and heart, and the simple 30-second fix that could save your life. Plus, I'll reveal the surprising thing cardiologists do every single morning that most seniors completely ignore. Linda, a healthy 68-year-old from Ohio, had the same morning routine for decades. One Tuesday morning, she did what she always did. Jumped straight out of bed to start her coffee. Within seconds, she collapsed. The paramedics told her family she'd had a stroke caused by something she did every single morning. Morning habit. 1. Jumping out of bed too quickly. The single most dangerous thing you can do in your first 30 seconds awake is standing up too fast. This isn't about being careful because you're older. This is about a medical condition that affects nearly 60% of people over 65, and most don't even know they have it. When you've been lying flat for 7 or 8 hours, your blood pressure naturally drops. Your body adjusts to this horizontal position, and your circulatory system settles into a resting state. The moment you stand up quickly, gravity pulls blood away from your brain and into your legs. For most younger people, the body compensates instantly. But for seniors, this compensation system slows down significantly. Research from Johns Hopkins Hospital shows that seniors who stand up quickly experience what doctors call orthostatic hypotension, a sudden dangerous drop in blood pressure that starves the brain of oxygen. The American Heart Association has documented thousands of cases where this seemingly innocent action triggered strokes, falls, and heart attacks. When your brain doesn't get enough oxygen for even a few seconds, blood vessels can spasm or rupture. Your heart races to compensate, spiking your blood pressure to dangerous levels within moments. This violent swing from low to high pressure is exactly what tears blood vessels and causes clots to break loose. Walter, a 72-year-old veteran from Texas, jumped out of bed one morning to answer the phone and found himself on the floor with his right side completely numb. The doctors told him his sudden movement had caused a blood clot to shoot straight to his brain. Studies show that seniors who stand up too quickly increase their stroke risk by 340% compared to those who take their time. Your brain needs those precious seconds to adjust blood flow and prevent disaster. Here's exactly what you need to do starting tomorrow morning. When you wake up, don't move immediately. Stay lying down for 10 seconds and take 2 deep breaths. Then slowly sit up on the edge of your bed and count to 30. During these 30 seconds, move your feet in small circles, flex your toes, and take 3 more deep breaths. Finally, stand up slowly while holding onto something stable. This simple 45-second routine gives your circulatory system time to adjust and could save your life. Starting tomorrow morning, those 45 seconds could be the difference between independence and disability. Morning habit 2. Not drinking water. Immediately. Your blood is dangerously thick right now, and you don't even feel it. After 7 or 8 hours of sleep without any water intake, your body becomes seriously dehydrated. You lose water through breathing, sweating, and natural metabolic processes all night long. By the time you wake up, you've lost approximately 1 to 2 pounds of water weight. This might not sound like much, but it has a massive impact on your blood. When you're dehydrated, your blood volume decreases and your blood becomes concentrated, thicker and stickier. This thick blood moves slower through your arteries and veins, and it's much more likely to form dangerous clots. The Mayo Clinic has published extensive research on morning dehydration and its connection to stroke risk in seniors. Their studies show that dehydrated blood is 2.5 times more likely to form clots that cause strokes. Your heart has to work significantly harder to pump thick blood through your system, raising your blood pressure to dangerous levels. This is especially critical in the morning when your blood pressure naturally surges as your body wakes up. Cardiologists call this the morning danger zone, the time when your blood is thickest and your pressure is highest. Every major hospital in America sees more strokes between 6 a.m. and noon than any other time of day, and dehydration is a leading factor. Barbara from Michigan thought she was doing everything right for her health at age 70. She exercised daily and ate well, but she always had her coffee first thing in the morning before drinking any water. One morning, she woke up with a severe headache and couldn't lift her left arm. The neurologist explained that her years of morning dehydration had finally caught up with her, and a clot had formed in her sleep-thickened blood. The solution is so simple, it seems almost too easy, but it works. Keep a glass of room-temperature water on your nightstand every single night before bed. The moment you wake up, before you get out of bed, before you check your phone, before anything else, drink that entire glass of water. Room temperature is important because cold water can shock your system and raise blood pressure. This one glass of water begins thinning your blood immediately, reducing clot risk within minutes. Some cardiologists recommend adding a tiny pinch of sea salt to help your body absorb the water faster, but plain water works perfectly. This one glass of water could literally thin your blood and save your brain. Morning habit 3, checking your phone before moving your body. That morning phone check is spiking your blood pressure to dangerous levels, and you're doing it without thinking. The first thing millions of seniors do when they open their eyes is reach for their phone. You check emails, read news alerts, scroll through messages, and look at social media. What you don't realize is that this habit triggers an immediate stress response in your body that can be catastrophic for your brain and heart. When you read anything stressful, bad news, a concerning email, or even just a busy schedule, your body releases a flood of stress hormones, primarily cortisol and adrenaline. These hormones are designed to prepare you for danger, and they do this by constricting your blood vessels and raising your blood pressure. Harvard Medical School conducted a groundbreaking study on morning cortisol surges and their connection to cardiovascular events. The research revealed that reading stressful information within the first 30 minutes of waking can raise blood pressure by 20 to 30 points in just minutes. For seniors who already have elevated blood pressure or arterial plaque buildup, this sudden spike can be deadly. Your arteries are stiff and vulnerable after a night of rest. When blood pressure surges suddenly, these stiff arteries can't expand properly to handle the increased pressure. The result is that blood vessels can rupture or existing plaque can break loose and travel to your brain. Kenneth, a 69-year-old banker from Florida, read a stressful work email the moment he woke up. Within 20 minutes, he was in the emergency room with stroke symptoms. His doctor explained that the stress spike had dislodged a small piece of arterial plaque that shot straight to his brain. Morning stress is directly linked to 40% more heart attacks and strokes between 6 a.m. and noon compared to any other 6-hour period. Your phone isn't going anywhere, but your brain health is at stake every single morning. Here's what you do instead. Tonight, move your phone charger to a location that requires you to get up and walk to reach it, not your nightstand. When you wake up tomorrow, before you even think about your phone, move your body first. Do 5 minutes of gentle movement, simple stretches in bed, slow ankle circles, gentle neck rolls, or a calm walk to your kitchen. This gentle movement gets blood flowing properly without the stress hormone surge. Your blood pressure rises naturally and gradually, the way it should. Your brain gets oxygen-rich blood flow and your arteries warm up and become more flexible. Only after this 5-minute movement routine should you check your phone. Your phone can wait 5 minutes, but your brain can't wait for proper blood flow. Morning habit 4. Skipping breakfast or eating the wrong foods. What you eat or don't eat in the first hour of waking changes your stroke risk for the entire day. This isn't about dieting or counting calories. This is about giving your brain and heart the fuel they need to function safely. When you skip breakfast, your blood sugar drops dangerously low. Your body interprets this as an emergency and releases stress hormones to raise your blood sugar back up. These stress hormones constrict blood vessels and raise blood pressure, creating the same dangerous conditions that trigger morning strokes. On the flip side, eating the wrong breakfast causes just as many problems. Heavy, greasy, or extremely salty breakfast foods cause immediate inflammation in your arteries, making them stiff and prone to damage. The American Stroke Association has clear guidelines about morning nutrition and stroke prevention. Their research shows that seniors who skip breakfast have 27% higher stroke rates than those who eat a balanced morning meal within 1 hour of waking. The connection is direct and undeniable. When you eat breakfast, your body gets the signal that everything is normal and safe. Your blood sugar stabilizes, your stress hormones decrease, and your blood pressure stays in a healthy range. But the quality of that breakfast matters just as much as eating it. Breakfasts high in refined carbohydrates cause blood sugar to spike rapidly and then crash, creating another stress response. Breakfasts high in sodium cause water retention and blood pressure spikes that last for hours. Joyce, a 66-year-old teacher from Arizona, skipped breakfast for years because she said she wasn't hungry in the morning. She'd drink coffee and wait until lunch to eat. One morning, she felt dizzy during her morning routine and collapsed in her bathroom. Tests showed she'd had a mini-stroke caused by a blood sugar crash combined with caffeine-induced blood pressure elevation. Her doctor was clear. Skipping breakfast had set up the perfect conditions for a stroke. The fix is straightforward and doesn't require complicated meal planning. Eat a small, balanced breakfast within 1 hour of waking up. Your breakfast should include protein, healthy fat, and fiber. Perfect examples include oatmeal topped with a handful of berries and a spoonful of almond butter, or 2 scrambled eggs with a slice of whole grain toast and half an avocado. If you're not very hungry, have a small smoothie made with Greek yogurt, spinach, berries, and a banana. The key is balance, not too heavy, not too light, and definitely not skipped. Feed your brain properly this morning or risk starving it of protection all day. Morning habit 5, ignoring your body's warning signs. That morning, dizziness, headache, or numbness isn't just aging. It's your body screaming for help. Too many seniors wake up with concerning symptoms and dismiss them as normal parts of getting older. A little dizziness when you stand up, a brief episode of blurred vision, a momentary weakness in one arm, or a sudden headache that fades quickly. These seem like minor annoyances, but these symptoms are often your body's final warning that a major stroke is coming. Doctors call these episodes TIAs, or transient ischemic attacks. They're mini-strokes caused by temporary blockages in blood flow to your brain. The blockage clears on its own, so the symptoms disappear, and most people convince themselves it was nothing. The Centers for Disease Control and the National Institute of Neurological Disorders have documented thousands of cases where ignored morning warning signs led to devastating strokes. Their data is shocking. 40% of people who ignore morning neurological symptoms have a major stroke within 90 days. These mini-strokes are your body's way of telling you that your blood vessels are compromised and a bigger blockage is coming. Every single TIA you ignore is another chance missed to prevent permanent brain damage. The symptoms are clear and specific: sudden dizziness or loss of balance, sudden vision problems in one or both eyes, sudden weakness or numbness in your face or limbs, sudden confusion or trouble speaking, or a sudden severe headache with no known cause. Frank, a 71-year-old from Pennsylvania, woke up 3 mornings in a row with brief episodes of numbness in his left hand that lasted about 5 minutes each time. He mentioned it to his wife, but they both figured it was just from sleeping in an odd position. On the 4th morning, Frank had a massive stroke that left him partially paralyzed. His neurologist told him those 3 morning episodes were his body giving him every opportunity to prevent what happened. Every minute you wait to seek help after stroke symptoms destroys 1.9 million brain cells. That's not an exaggeration, that's documented medical fact. Do this today, right now if possible. Write down or print out the major stroke warning signs and put this list somewhere. You'll see it every single morning. Keep it on your bathroom mirror or on your nightstand. The signs are face drooping, arm weakness, speech difficulty, sudden vision changes, sudden severe headache, and sudden dizziness or loss of coordination. If you experience any of these symptoms, even if they go away quickly, call 911 immediately. Don't wait to see if it happens again. Don't convince yourself it's nothing. Don't worry about being embarrassed if it turns out to be minor. Every minute you wait to call for help destroys 1.9 million brain cells. Don't gamble with your independence. Morning habit 6. Not monitoring your morning blood pressure. Your blood pressure is highest in the morning, and most seniors have no idea what their numbers are during this danger zone. Blood pressure naturally follows a daily pattern called the circadian rhythm. It drops during sleep and then surges upward as you wake and begin moving. This is normal physiology, but for seniors, especially those with high blood pressure, this morning surge can reach stroke-level numbers without causing any symptoms you can feel. You might feel perfectly fine while your blood pressure is sitting at 180/110, a level that puts immediate strain on every blood vessel in your body. This is why doctors call high blood pressure the silent killer. It damages you without warning. The American Heart Association has established clear protocols for morning blood pressure monitoring, especially for people over 60. Their guidelines state that morning blood pressure readings are the most important ones for predicting stroke risk. Your blood pressure naturally surges 10 to 20% upon waking. This is called the morning surge, and it's when your sympathetic nervous system activates to prepare you for the day. For seniors with existing hypertension or arterial disease, this surge can be dramatically higher, sometimes 30 to 40% above baseline. Morning blood pressure surges account for 55% of all morning strokes in people over 65. Think about that. More than half of all morning strokes happen because of blood pressure levels that people don't even know they have. Brenda, a 67-year-old from Illinois, felt perfectly healthy and had no idea her morning blood pressure was consistently above 170/100. She'd check her pressure occasionally at the drugstore in the afternoon, and it always looked okay. One morning, she woke up unable to speak clearly and was rushed to the hospital with a stroke. The neurologist showed her family the monitoring data from the hospital. Her blood pressure every single morning was in the danger zone, but she'd never checked it at that time of day. By the time afternoon came around and her pressure normalized, she'd already been at risk for hours. Get a home blood pressure monitor today. They cost about $25 to $40 at any pharmacy. Starting tomorrow morning, take your blood pressure 30 minutes after you wake up, after you've had water, but before you've had coffee or breakfast. Write down the numbers in a simple notebook or on your phone. Do this for 1 week, and you'll have powerful information about your real stroke risk. If your morning numbers are consistently above 140/90, you need to talk to your doctor immediately. Don't wait for your next scheduled appointment. This is urgent. Knowing your morning numbers gives you the power to prevent a stroke before it happens. You now know the 6 morning habits that are secretly increasing your stroke risk, and you have simple, immediate solutions that cost nothing but could save everything. Thousands of seniors are protecting their brains right now by making these tiny morning changes. You can be one of them starting tomorrow morning. Your brain and heart are counting on you to take these warnings seriously. If this information could help someone you love avoid a stroke, share this video with them right now. It could be the most important thing you do today. Leave a comment below telling me which morning habit you're changing first. And if you're committed to protecting your brain health, hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss life-saving information like this. Your future self is thanking you already.